Where am I? Hello, hello, hello. Well, even worse lighting than ever. Sorry about this, people. Okay, well, there we go. Maybe that's better. Okay. Now you understand why lighting is so crucial, why people get paid the big bucks. Okay, anyway, here we are. Welcome, thriving warriors and those who wish they were. Got a couple people on already, but I need to ask the key question, which is, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 6:10 a.m.
Okay, Alexa, what is the date?
Today is Wednesday, October 26th.
Great. And Alexa, what is the weather? Alexa, what is the weather?
Right now in Amargosa Valley, it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today's forecast has partly sunny weather with a high of 71 degrees and a low of 38 degrees.
Okay, we are moving into the cold zone, but that's a different story. We are at 2:18 in, so we're running a little bit late. And this is, again, Thriving Warrior Career Services Department, where our goal is to help you get from point A to point B, point A to point B, where B is better. How do we do that, you ask? Diana, how do we do that? What's one way? Charlene, what's one way? How do we do that? Well, through this podcast with paper and pen in hand, so we can write things down so we can remember it. Because if we learn something and don't remember it, that's like not learning. We've got to learn stuff. We've got to push stuff from our working memory into long-term memory. We need to turn it into habits and rituals. So this podcast is the starting point. It's the point of the proverbial spear, because down below are several links. The first one is a link to our basic training course, our online basic training course, our 4-week basic training course. We are in week 3, day 3 of that right now. Also, there is a link to the motivational video that I watched. So if you like anything I say, you should, okay, thread breadcrumbs, right, okay. Thank you, Diana, I'll get to that. Good for reminding me. So if you like anything I say, you should click on the link below to watch the motivational video, because that will help also turn on the transcript so you can see it as you hear it. That will help you remember it, because every time we see something, say something, hear it, etc., we make another copy in our brain. So it's easier to push it into long-term memory, create rituals and habits. We also have a link to today's TED Talk. Phil. Notice how I do that? This is now the proper way to sneeze. Anyway, we have a link to today's TED Talk video. Today's TED Talk video, week 3, day 3, is Simon Sinek. Why? We'll talk about that, a little bit about that later. We have a whole bunch of links and phone numbers to the services that we provide to our members, including housing, clothing, food, hygiene, skills training, foundational employment, career planning, and a transcript of Seth Godin's daily blog posting. A lot of stuff packed into this. These are little breadcrumbs. Bleep, 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 as Diane reminded me. These are little breadcrumbs to help you get from point A to B. They're easy to follow. Our theme of these podcasts is it's simple. How do you get from point A to point B? It's simple. Simple is not easy. Simple is not easy. It's simple. And today's little breadcrumb, bleep, it's simple breadcrumb is don't be so cautious. Things go wrong. It's called Murphy's Law. Expect it. Don't be cautious. Don't be one of the people that I'm not going to do it unless I figure out all of the things before they happen. No, anticipate, be ready to react. Okay, that's the theme. Some of the thoughts from today's video. Talent is natural. Talent is natural. Skill is what it takes. Skill occurs with hours and hours and hours of work and practice, building a foundation, building up your, skills, becoming better at what you do. And like we said yesterday, or like I said yesterday from the video, was professionals are people who have practiced longer. They generally start with a little bit more skill, not necessarily, but generally they do. But they work harder, practice longer, they have a belief, etc. Jordan Peterson starts the thing off by saying, yeah, okay, it's okay to be afraid, but you should be way more afraid of not moving forward. There's a lot of things that could happen in the future that you should and could be afraid of, but you should be way more afraid of not moving forward. That reminds me of something, I don't remember who said it, it's not in the video, but it was about what is courage. I think it came from the movie, don't remember the name of the movie, but Andrew, can't remember his name either, that was in Spider-Man and the Silence, said, courage is not lack of fear, something to the effect, paraphrasing. Courage is not lack of fear. Courage is continuing to do it 30 seconds longer or 5 minutes longer than other people. Okay, so you're still afraid, but you just keep moving forward. Get your dream, execute your dream, don't retreat. You will fail in your comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, you are going to fail. Step out if you want to succeed. And then there was a great meme. The whole world is a big blank canvas, and you are the artist. Each of us are the artist. The whole world is a big blank canvas, and we are the artists. Your thoughts are the colors. Our action, our grind is the paintbrush. Get up and paint the life you want to experience. Wow, cool. Yeah, talent is natural. Everybody has some level of talent. Most people don't have a belief. Okay, so that is it for the motivational stuff, the little breadcrumbs. Now I'm leaving you to click on the link down below so that you can watch the video of the motivational video with the transcripts, with your pen and paper. Good. Today's TED Talk, Simon Sinek. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So where are we? We're in week 3. Our goal is to get people in the car. This week, we need to get people in the car that we are driving to help us get to Successville. We need people in the car. We need the right people in the car. How do we get the right people in the car? So we started with David Logan on Monday. Join tribe, nudge forward. You want to get people in your car, join a tribe, nudge them forward. Hey guys, Why don't we go to Successville? And then, so nudge them forward. Seth Godin. How do you nudge people forward? 4-step formula. Boom. 1, find something to change. We're not really on the path to Successville, guys. Find something to change. Tell a compelling story. This is what is in Successville. We're going down the wrong path. This road is too easy. It's too wide. It isn't going to the other place where the view is better, the resources are more, the women are more voluptuous, etc. Your version, fill that in blank, bracket. Tell a compelling story. Connect the true believers. Who's coming with me? And ignore your idea sucks. Ignore those people. No, let's stay on the road we're on. Ignore those people and then lead them. When do we go? Now, let's go. That's the Seth Godin thing. Now, today is Simon Sinek. How do you tell a compelling story? So join Tribe Nudge Forward. Step process to get people. The hard part is telling a compelling story. How do you tell a compelling story? Well, you don't talk about how we're going to get to Successville, what we're going to do at Successville. We talk about why we need to change course and get to Successville. Because people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So Diana, in her role when she's out there canvassing, she needs to not focus on the how or what of the candidate. She needs to focus on why we need to change the path we're on. And then how are we going to do that? This guy is who we're going to vote for, or this woman. So that's Simon Sinek for today. We're at 12:12 in. Time is racing. Let's go to Seth Godin. Giving it a second thought. Some people lend themselves to re-examination. A second or third or even fourth thought is productive because our initial impulse might not reflect our best effort at understanding the nuances of the situation. Okay, good. So re-examine our beliefs. Where does the belief come from? Well, you have an idea, you examine the idea, and it results in a belief. Thought plus examination equals belief. Okay? So Seth Godin is saying some problems lend themselves to re-examination. In other words, changing our beliefs. But many problems simply create more thoughts without productive output. I want to paint it blue. Is blue a good color? Let me re-examine that thought. Maybe it should be red. Maybe it should be taupe. Maybe versus like Henry Ford with the first car. Yeah, you can get any color you want as long as it's black. Boxable. This is the configuration. This is the color scheme. As we confront something that is unlikely to have a simple or productive way forward, it's easy to get into a mental tizzy imagining solutions. The old what if grind. That's my thing. What if grind. The art is understanding which sort of problems we're facing and devoting the right amount of thought, not less, not more thought to the situation we're in. Spending cycles on categorizing the problem is probably more productive than wasting time on problems that don't deserve our effort. Okay, so the question, should we be giving this a second thought? Maybe, maybe not. You need to think about that before you just dive into giving things a second thought. Okay, so I want the people there, Diana, Charlene, et cetera, to get ready for where we're going next. And ultimately, somebody's going to need to say cut. So let's get prepared. But now we are on the Navy SEAL Maxim, which is what? YWTOED. Yesterday was the only easy day. Why? Why do we care? Why does it matter? Why is it important? Because we're trying to get to Successville. We're trying to get from point A to point B. It's simple, but not easy. And we need to change where we are today. We need to move forward. We don't need to keep going in circles. As they say, circling the toilet bowl. We don't need to do that. We need to have forward progress, not random motion. So if we take an approach of yesterday was the easy day, what are we going to do? We're going to walk up the hill. We're going to move upward. Point B is better. It's higher. Things are better from point B. I look back. Wow, I used to be there. Wow, I'm here. Well, you got to put effort and energy into it. And a simple way to do it is to adopt the Navy SEAL maxim that yesterday was the only easy day. Cool. How do I make today less easy? Well, we've broken it down into 4 steps. 1, get comfortable being uncomfortable. So when you find yourself looking for comfort, because that's what our brains do, they want to make things easy, not put energy into it, because our brain takes a lot of calories, disproportionately huge number of calories. 3 pounds takes 25% of our total calorie usage, or 500 calories a day. That's 25%. Our brain weighs 3 pounds, and if you're a person that weighs 100 pounds, that's 3% of your body weight takes up 25% of the energy. So the brain is always trying to conserve energy. Thus, you need to push yourself to work harder and do things. So get comfortable being uncomfortable. Your brain is trying to get you to do the comfortable things. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because there could be a point in time where in order to accomplish something, you need to go through the uncomfort. And if you're used to that, it's going to be easy. Everybody else is going to bing, bing, ring, tap on the bell. They're going to DOR, and you're able to keep going. This happens here at the Oasis every weekend when there's a lot of work to do. People tap out because they're not used to being comfortable being uncomfortable. They're not used to working hard. And if you're the person who can work harder than other people, guess who's moving forward? Guess who's moving forward? Right, really. So get comfortable being uncomfortable. 2, don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. It's easy to fall in the trap of saying, well, yesterday was the only easy day because I did more than him. No, you have to do more than you did yesterday. Have a goal. You have to have a goal. If you want to get to point B, you got to know where point B is. Walking straight up the hill isn't necessarily the good plan, because you might come up to a sheer wall that you have no ability to climb. So have a goal and be more samurai. Karate chop chop. Every time I say samurai, karate chop chop, then I have to say karate chop chop. That's to get it in your brain so that it gets in there. Be more samurai, which for us is to do things as perfectly as you can given the time and resources allotted. All right, now, how do we get comfortable being uncomfortable? We can embrace the suck. We can choose the hard path. Humility, hard work, ownership, responsibility, discipline, sacrifice for others. We can accept the struggle, and we can do something that sucks. That's all we have to do. Okay, so here we are. 1850, way over. All right, so Diana says, enjoy the suck. Okay, have a goal. Be more samurai. Be more samurai, both from Charlene and from Diana. Good, wow, a lot of comments. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Diana says, cut. And I will say, okay, cut. And Charlene is going to say cut.